What's up, everybody? Josh Armijo here. I hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got an album review to do for you, and I'm going to be talking to you about the new album from the band Kill, entitled Devil Mass. This is released on Amor Fati Productions. Now, if you're not too familiar with this band, they are based out of Gothenburg, Sweden, and the best way to describe the sound of this band would be a very aggressive, fast, blasphemous hybrid of both death metal and black metal. Yeah. From what I understand, we are entering the 20th year of this band's existence, and over the course of the past 2 decades, this has been a band that has been very, very important and influential when it comes to Swedish metal and extreme metal in general, putting out a great discography and just overall being incredibly heavy as fuck. In 2017, I had the honor and privilege of getting to see these guys play live at Destroying Texas Fest, and they were a band that really, truly surprised me with how fucking sick they were. In terms of vocals, in terms of riffs, in terms of stage presence, in just terms of overall nastiness, this is a band that really got the job done and really put in all the hard work and efforts that they do, in addition to being hard partying maniacs. But that's for another story. But yeah. Yeah, Kill makes great music, and they have a great discography to back it up in terms of great demos, great full-length albums, and a really solid multitude of splits, most notably with bands such as Thorn Spawn, Slotbeth, and most recently with my friends in Morbosidad. Really great split on Hell's Headbangers if you haven't had a chance to hear that or check that out. But as far as their full-length material goes, it's some really intriguing stuff. I mean, stuff like Horned Holocaust, No Catharsis, Inverted Funeral. Of course, the early Kill material sounded awesome, but as of lately, Kill have been a little bit more lengthy and expansive with some of their full-length albums, such as Burning Blood, and the last time we had heard a full-length from them back in 2016 with Great Death. Just some really great songwriting, great artwork, great stories being told with those particular two full lengths, and I was curious to see what the next direction from Kill was going to be. And then of course came the announcement that Kill have a brand new full-length album out in the form of Devil Mass. And that's what we're going to be talking about here today, the sixth full-length from Kill entitled Devil Mass. It's 6 tracks, and it clocks in at around 34 minutes in length, so in comparison to the previous 2 albums, this is a much shorter affair this time around. But don't let the short length of this album fool you. You're going to get what you know best out of Kill, and that is some absolutely A-level genius songwriting and musicianship being done here throughout this album. And it is just brilliant stuff. From the minute you hear the intro of Initiation to the opening riffs of The Abyss Calls, you already know what you're going to be in for with a band like Kill. And in terms of songwriting, in terms of musicianship, this is just the band at their finest, probably one of their finest hours to date. It's just some really great stuff here. Musicianship wise, this is top notch. I love the riffs. I love how psychotic these solos are, especially on songs like The Abyss Calls, The Prince of Evil Spirits, and the closing track, The Black Covenant. Just some really top notch guitar work being done throughout these entire songs. Just how crazy these riffs sound, the way the solos are executed, it's just awesome to listen to. And that's something that stands out to me a lot about Devil Mass, is the fact that these guitar riffs stand out so boldly and make that much of an impact throughout this entire album. Makes things sound all the more intriguing, and I really love that. The bass work on here sounds really good too. I definitely think it has its moments to shine and make its impact felt. Going to songs like Prince of Evil Spirits and Wilderness Feast, you get some really top-notch bass tones being heard throughout this entire album. But I think the main aspect of Devil Mass is the fact that these riffs sound so loud and so obnoxious and so badass. I really love that about this album in terms of how everything sounds and is executed. It's a very well mixed and produced album. It's loud, it's not too loud, but it's loud enough to make enough of an abrasive impact. I really appreciate that. The drumming on here is fantastic. I really love this drum sound, the way everything is executed, the fast blasts, the fills, just the overall structuring of these songs works out very, very well here. The main story of this album are the 4 really lengthy tracks that appear throughout this album, but the 4 actual songs that are on this album are well worth it enough to appreciate the musicianship and the time that you get to spend with it. And this drum style is incredible. I really love this performance here throughout this album. And when it comes to the vocals, this guy is an absolute maniac. Of course, if you know the frontman of Kill, he also was in Bestial Mockery for a very, very long time and played on some absolutely iconic music. And here on Kill, he makes his own thumbprint and continues to stamp his own thumbprint into greatness with his vocal performance throughout this album. Really, really love his vocal style. Very evil, very maniacal, very twisted, and definitely something that keeps this album going forward very well here. He weaves the stories very well and delivers a very strong and powerful vocal performance. Definitely something to stand out amongst the craziness that is the musicianship that is on this Devil Mass record. Very awesome vocal performance here. So overall, this is definitely one of the better Kill albums in recent memory. If you are a fan of this band's body of work, if you are into Swedish black death metal, if you're into buzzsaw aggressiveness, Kill is the band for you to check out, and Devil Mass is the album for you to check out. Listening to this album in full is definitely something very much required. Multiple listens are definitely needed for something like this. This is some very, very intriguing and entertaining stuff, and definitely one of the best albums of 2019. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave you some links in the description box as to how you can get a hold of this album and listen to it. I will leave you a link to the Amor Fati Productions Bandcamp page where you can listen to this album in its entirety, hear it for yourself, and be your own judge as to whether you think it's worthy of being purchased or not. You can stream it, buy it digitally, and it's available physically as a CD and 12-inch vinyl. A lot of ways to get a hold of this album right now. So again, the album is Devil Mass by Kill. This is released on Amor Fati Productions. Definitely check this one out. And for a score, I'm feeling a very solid 9 out of 10 for this one. Definitely one of the best Kill albums to date, and I'm very much looking forward to this band continuing to continue to make great strides within underground metal. So, if you happen to have heard this album, definitely let me know what you think about it, how you feel about it, and how you think it compares to previous Kill releases. Are any of you guys into Kill? Definitely let me know. I'm looking for this review. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel. Until next time, RB Hell out.